Hi guys, and welcome back to El Mundo Eats. I'm Bea and today we're gonna make apple cider donut cake. Would you believe me if I told you that this cake has no oil, no butter and no flour? Just look at how beautiful it is, and it's even healthier. It tastes like apple donut and the cinnamon sugar just bring all the wonderful flavors together. Delicious, and you wouldn't believe how easy it is to make it. First, preheat your oven at 350 Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius conventional mode. Place the rack at lower 2/3. Then, grease a 10-inch bun pan. I'm using a silicone pan and as you can see, it's a bit flimsy. So I like to put it on the baking tray. This way, it's easier to move it around. Okay, now let's start with our cinnamon sugar. Here I have a 1/4 cup of dry sweetener. I'm using erythritol, but you can use whatever you like. And to that, I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Mix well and set aside for later. Now our dry ingredients. Here I have 2.5 cup of oat flour. If you don't have it, then you can make it yourself. Use a food processor and blend your oats into fine texture like this. And to that, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon cinnamon powder, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon baking soda, and that's all. Oat flour tends to get a bit lumpy, so mix everything well. Set aside for later. Moving on to our wet ingredients. 3/4 cup of unrefined brown sugar, 2 large eggs room temperature, 2 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 cup apple cider. Okay, so apple cider is not apple juice. It's raw apple juice and it's not filtered. That's why the color is a bit murky and you can see some apple particles in it. 1 cup applesauce. Applesauce is basically apple puree. Applesauce replaces fat in this recipe. It also helps make our cake super moist. Now just whisk everything together and we are almost done. Add 1/2 of our dry ingredients first. They mix better like this. Remember, oat flour tends to get lumpy, so mix very well. Oat flour doesn't have gluten, so it's okay if we go a bit crazy whisking everything together. We just don't want any lumps here. Now, pour into our prepared pan. Bake for 50 to 60 minutes, or until when you insert a stick in the center, it comes out clean. But we're not done yet, alright? After that comes the important part, which is cinnamon sugar. You cannot skip this part. Sprinkle the cinnamon sugar all over our cooled cake. Pressing the sugar gently on the cake helps making it stick better. If you like baking with apples, then click this video. Thanks for watching, guys.